Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 24 of the AfterLife Podcast. We got the beautiful trio on today. We got White over here just staring into our soul. If you're ginger, you might not have a soul.
I love it.
Then we also had Skunk sticking his tongue out, but that's no longer. Oh, well, okay.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
I got you.
Yeah, interesting group, but we have to remember that we're available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and on YouTube with webcams. So don't forget, check out the links in the description down below if you're interested in all of that. Then also check out all the other AfterLife members at streamerlinks.com/AfterLife SMP. And then also join the Discord, tiny.cc/AL Discord, where you can suggest podcast topics and chat with the rest of the community. And we're going to start with a suggestion from Artorvian saying, who have you been subscribed to for the longest? So, I mean, I've taken a glimpse at everybody's, and like, I'm a little bit surprised by mine. Like, I guess I went through an unsubbing spree, and like, who do you think my first channel is? Or do you guys already know? Like, White, did you take a sneak peek?
I have no idea.
No.
Okay, who do you think it would be?
I don't know who you'd be. Etho.
I don't know who you watch.
I feel like you'd be subscribed to Etho for the longest. Just because you'd have him on in the background. Unless you unsubscribe to him.
I am subscribed.
I feel like it'd be someone like Nadeshot.
Oh, maybe. That's a good
I think
guess.
I unsubbed from him at one point too. So actually, my current longest subscribed channel is the AfterLife SMP Hub channel.
Oh, what the heck, bro? That should have been the first guess.
So, I guess
the prophecy.
Yeah, I guess I unsubscribed from all the other channels that I was subbed to. And second, well, that was on February 12th, 2015. So I think that's when we started beginning like the recaps and the podcast for it. So
yeah,
preparation. And then, who do you think is my second? You have any other takers? You're gonna be White. You should be able to like be really surprised by this. I think it's somebody you're familiar with.
Oh, he's familiar with. No, I wouldn't be familiar with him.
They're part of a different SMP that you were in. Lamdrew.
I have no idea then.
You're still subbed to Lamdrew?
Yeah, so supposedly I subscribed to Lamdrew, or probably resubscribed to Lamdrew on the same day I subscribed to the AfterLife channel, so they're tied technically.
Huh. Oh, I was just saying, I know why.
Do they still post or what? Or
no, he made a new channel and then he stopped.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Lamdrew's been done for a while. I unsubbed because he was done with YouTube, so like okay, bye.
And then I got Hex, Woody's gamer tag, and then WhiteFyr from when he applied, and then I was like, he could have joined AfterLife, but then you did your own thing.
Oh, that's right, you did sub.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
And then Criparian, Soda Poppin', and then Blondskunk. So yeah, you can see how many times I unsub from people.
Yeah,
you unsub from me a lot. I could tell.
What are you talking about,
man?
Yeah. Okay, who's going next?
So wait, is this list here the ones that you like? Does this show the first one I'm subbed to?
Yes.
Yes, at the very bottom.
The oldest concurrent subscription.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So I must have unsubbed a lot then. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. All right, well, the one I have is Daz Black.
Now, who is that?
That makes sense.
Which is like one of my favorite all-time YouTubers. I still watch them to this day. So he does like reaction videos, and he used to do like horror game videos, but now he does like Daz watches where he like reacts to stuff, and he does like try not to laugh challenges. It's just really fun to watch him like react to that stuff. And what is it? Kurzgesagt? Isn't that what it's called?
Kurzgesagt? Something like that?
Kurzgesagt? That's in a nutshell. Is like the science YouTube channel, which makes sense
with
for me.
All the fancy animations and whatnot.
Yeah. I like watching their videos from time to time because then I get to learn a little bit, and then also but that those two make sense. those two definitely do make sense for me because those are channels I would not like stray away from. And then the third one is the mixed gaming podcast, Skunk and Coffee podcast, my second channel, which
That
I do
never
nothing
happened.
with. Which I do
Yeah, when are we
nothing
getting
with.
Skunk and Coffee podcast, Skunk?
Right now, hello guys, welcome to the Skunk and Coffee podcast, ladies and gentlemen. This is we're taking the reins here.
Oh.
You should just do that as a 1 hour segment to start off your morning streams. Was it
Honestly,
10 a.m. morning streams on Sundays, and then just post that?
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Well, it's like what Exumavoid does something like that, where he does like where he talks about a topic and he has it up on his second channel.
He does more like clips of all that stuff. He edits it down to like easy digestible clips about what he thinks about blah blah blah. Because
right,
he says it all on stream and stuff.
Yeah, which I think is pretty cool. It's a really cool idea. But yeah, those are my three. Those are my three. So that's it. Your turn. Go.
I mean, I feel like my top three makes sense. Although I'm surprised. So my top three, number one is Etho, which makes sense. He's the first YouTuber I actually watched when I first. Yeah, like, well, okay, I watched PewDiePie first, but after PewDiePie, it was Etho. Because the reason I even started really watching YouTube, well, he was the first YouTuber I really followed. I guess.
Okay.
Like I watched a whole bunch of different channels, but he's the only one that I like would come back to every single. He's like the only one apart from Pewds, I think, who I would come back to every single day. I wasn't subscribed, didn't have an account, but I watched him basically every single day. And so he was actually not the first one I subbed to on this YouTube channel though. I've unsubscribed from a bunch of people, and the one person that used to be in front of him was Beef.
Oh.
I don't watch Beef anymore, so I'm not subscribed. Funny enough, I'm subbed to his second channel, but it's because I like his HD TV style stuff. Anyways, number one's Etho.
More.
Yeah, that'd be pretty. Well, they've had issues, but
yeah.
Etho's number one. I was surprised by this, but Jay's number two. So I subbed to Etho on December 24th, 2014, and then I subbed to Jay March 27th, 2015. And number three, and then that was of course during AfterLife Season 1. That I actually subbed to you, I think, because you subbed. No, I subbed to you because you used to put out the tweets about, have you made sure you've subbed to all the AfterLife members yet? And after like the 10th time, whatever, I was like, fine, Jay, Jesus.
Yeah, boy. Let's drill it in.
So I picked a few and subbed. And then number three is KS, which is surprising because I thought those two would be switched. And then I remembered I accidentally unsubscribed from KS July 25th, 2015, which is when it says I subscribed to him. That was right after right around the time I believe that he had quit YouTube first time. So, and then like not too long after that, there's Wells Nights number 4, because Wells is the person I started watching after KS quit. I decided I want another single player series to watch because KS's series was done. And so I found Wells, started watching Wells. And then number 5, Skunk, which makes sense. April 11th, 2016. That would have been right. That would have been right when you were invited, pretty sure.
Does that mean you unsubscribe from Duke? Since Duke's right above him?
Yeah. Well, I think I unsubbed from Duke for a bit.
But Duke joined AfterLife before Skunk.
He liked me better.
So yeah, that's interesting that happened.
I don't remember what happened there. But yeah, I may have never been subscribed to him to begin with. Actually, I don't remember, because when Duke and I were on the Diamond Society together, I don't remember if I actually subscribed to him or not, because I never subscribed to people just because we were in the same server. I didn't care. Like, cool, okay, whatever. I may watch some videos, but I'm probably not going to subscribe. Of course, people after that: Janzi, Kylecraft, Video Game Donkey, Matt Diavella, Jericho, Cody at April 24th, 2019, when the first time after he came back to YouTube, when he actually, the whole reason we collabed last year or whatever it was because he had reached out to me and said, "Hey, I'm getting back into YouTube. You want to do anything?" I was like, "Sure." So I'm pretty sure that's when I subbed to him. But Ethan makes sense as number one for me. All-time favorite YouTuber.
Yeah.
Definitely the one I've watched the most. Makes sense.
See, this would be interesting, like, for all the Afterlife members, just to see, like, who their technical first is. I'm surprised they even, like, YouTube has this, like, data on hand. Like, why would they keep when you're first, like, how long you've been subscribed to them?
They used to sort the subscriptions feed by when you subscribe. So you used to be able to go into your subscription. I don't know if you can
Are you
sort it
talking
manually,
about
but
the sidebar?
well, it wasn't the side. Was it the sidebar?
Like where they had like the home trending subscriptions and then
it might have been on the sidebar. I don't remember if I had seen it on my phone or if it was on the desktop site.
I know
like you can't actually sort by it, but like when you went into your subscriptions, it automatically went like most subscribed, least subscribed, at least from what
I remember you used to be able to customize it to where you can do it alphabetically. Sometimes it would like default to other things or like notifications for something, and then sometimes it would default to other things. And I guess that might have been one of the settings you're talking about then.
Maybe.
Because I feel like it was.
They don't got that anymore.
Yeah, they gotta remove all the dead weight because they're busy doing other things.
Busy doing what?
They're busy trying to gut Creator Studio. Smile.
Yeah, more simple. Oh my god.
Let's make it more simple and therefore make it worse and less helpful to creators.
I don't know. Like I think it was vidIQ. They got tweeted a problem and they were like, first off, you should switch the new studio. I'm just like, see, I couldn't believe you're a part of the problem too.
They're helping.
Yeah.
Nope.
Going on here.
They're encouraging it. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe one day they'll do more. You guys want a podcast trivia suggestion thingamajigger?
Sure.
Okay, do you want an Afterlife one or do you want a Minecraft one? I have 3 of each.
Minecraft one.
Minecraft, yeah.
Okay. What was Minecraft going to be called instead? Does anybody have a guess off the top of their head?
No. I wanted to say craft mine, but
Big block.
So we have Blockcraft, Block World, Cave Game, Block Miners.
Like,
Can
I get a repeat of the answers?
So A is Blockcraft, B is Block World, C is Cave Game, D is Block Miners.
I think it's block miners. I'm gonna go with that. Block miners.
I'm gonna go with Cave Game.
White is right.
What? Yeah. They're gonna call it Cave Game, bro?
Yeah, supposedly.
What?
Yeah, I was a bit surprised by that. I was like, how do you get Minecraft from Cave Game? Or, well, like, you divert from that. It's like, those are two very different sounding names.
I thought they would have, like, some similarities. Like, and they just refined it. But I don't,
See, imagine if they called it Cave Game. Like, imagine how much railing they would be getting about the, like, Minecraft right now.
Well, they would have focused on the caves earlier then. If it had been called Cave Game, because they would have been a lot more pressure to do it. Because oh my gosh, you're called Cave Game.
Well, it's called Minecraft, and mining's pretty pitiful at the moment. Just saying.
Right? Oh, so your team cave update? Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would take that. Well, I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do for snow or mountains or whatever. Like, if they can make the mountains look like what people do in like World Paint or whatever, then sure. But it's Minecraft, Mojang team. Like,
goats, bro. Goats. I want some of that cheese. Goat cheese.
I would argue that it's probably worse if they were to make mountains like that, though. because the
Maybe.
whole point
It
of the
would
game
look
is
too
to
different.
well, it would like
It
for
wouldn't
most
feel like
builders it's like
Minecraft.
okay, why the heck are we
Well, I don't think they
why
would
even
ever
work on
be able
mountains
to
anymore?
fine tune it to that nature, though. Like, I
Yeah.
think they can like take it up a step, but like, or like take it down like 2 steps from that, but like make it where it doesn't seem as bad. Honestly, I probably would rather have one of the biomes voted in 2018 over the mountain biome for 1.17.
Mhm.
Like, I feel like the savanna biome one would be so much better, but that's still unannounced
All
when
those
we're getting
things
it.
would be great to have.
Well,
But
yeah, all of them would be great, but like I was looking back because
right.
Duo asked in the podcast suggestions, I believe it was Duo, what do you think is going to be the 1.17 update? I was like, well, we already know mountains are going to be in it. That's confirmed. And
Yeah.
then I was like, maybe they could throw in some biomes from 2018 Minecon Live or whatever, since 2 of them aren't still in the game, right? We have the desert biome
Right.
that didn't win, and we have the savanna biome.
Yeah.
And Savannah biome would add the ostriches to the game, which would be just so cool. And then the bigger like acacia trees or whatever, that'd be nice. And I think there's also termites maybe with that update.
Termites was it was desert.
Was that desert?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
desert
wanna say it
seemed
was
really
desert.
lame though. Like it was just termites and then cactus that had the it was like succulent. There we go.
Yeah.
Cactus had a flower on it.
Yeah. I don't know. Kind of seemed lame to me.
I don't know. I'm just at a point right now where I just want 1.16 to release.
We're getting close. The pre-releases are here, even though one of them was like really game breaking.
Yeah, somebody told me in my stream that you couldn't even go into the Nether.
How do you release that? It's the Nether update. How do you not test that beforehand?
This update is going to be very even buggier than previous updates. I'm not saying something.
Sure.
Oh,
Because
yeah, it
Minecraft
has
is
to
known
be.
for being a pretty buggy game. I just it's good stuff, but I don't know how smooth the game's gonna be. To be honest, like how I don't know. I guess there are FPS improvements and there's stuff like that, but in terms of like worlds are going to get corrupted, and it's just I don't feel like it's a very good time to have an established world. Rip Etho.
I mean, I'm sure
It's
there's
very
probably
unstable.
things he can do.
Yeah, but just make a game. Just make a game, OJ, that isn't like bugged to hell and back. Like it's frustrating.
Come on, you would think Big Daddy Microsoft would hand over more people, but
That's the thing. The Mojang team's like 10 times bigger now than it was like 3 years ago.
Crazy. Like the amount of people they've hired since like is it November, I think?
Even
has
since
like
then,
increased so much. But it's still like, how are we still going this slow?
You know, that also might be why it's buggier, is that not everyone may be on the same page.
Yeah.
Good point, yeah.
So not to say that the new devs added are any better or worse or whatever, but it's just when you have so many people then working on the game,
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
They may not know a fix someone else had may be undone by someone else.
Well, yeah, so I know the Optifine developer said that like that's one of the main reasons why it's only one person instead of more, because he automatically knows what his code does. And if there's more people, then, you know, there's more conflict there, potential errors, and just being able to navigate it, I guess. So that's what he also mentioned. So I thought that was interesting, probably would matter in this case. You guys want another question?
Sure.
Okay, how big, file size wise, is the Season 3 world for AfterLife? We got A. Okay, so I'll just give you compressed file sizes. 2.26 gigabytes. B. 2.69 gigabytes. C. 3.14 gigabytes. And then D. 3.56 gigabytes.
2.9.
That wasn't an answer.
What do you mean?
I said 2.69.
2.69.
Yeah, that one.
So you're saying B.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 3.14.
Okay, it is actually the smallest one here. 2.26, which is 5.14 uncompressed.
Really?
Mhm.
Yes.
That's it? I guess
Yep.
we didn't really explore that much.
I believe, well, this is way bigger than Season 2's, if I recall correctly, and it's also bigger than Season 1's, if I
As it
recall
should be.
correctly. So, I mean, if I take a look right here, let's see, Minecraft World Afterlife, Season 2, 2017, August. World, let's see, compressed world download of Season 2 was 1.34, which is basically almost half.
Wow.
Season 1, what? Okay, that was wrong. I was about to say
smaller.
2.33, so we're almost just as big as Season 1. And we also have to remember that Season 1 went on for longer, and we're about to be hitting our 1 year for Season 3, so this world is definitely...
Yeah.
Oh, wait, there might be some differences, right? Because of, like, how worlds, like, compress and whatnot. So, how they optimize storing files, so there could be that involved too, I guess.
I just don't know which way it would tip, if it would make the older files bigger or the newer files bigger.
I feel like older files would technically be bigger.
You would think.
'Cause, I mean,
Honestly, Season 3 is probably the biggest world. I mean, it's going to
Yeah.
be the biggest world, but
Well,
just a matter of right now, is it? Because there's been a lot more done on Season 3 than
Yeah,
pretty much any other season that I can think of.
for sure.
definitely Season 2. Season
I
1.
feel like
Well, like, if you look at Season 2's, it's like, huh, this isn't it's not as big as you remember it to be.
no, it wasn't.
I don't think we explored as much, and I think we stayed closer to Spawn a lot more in Season 2. Because like my base wasn't that far from Spawn. Skunkerton Castle wasn't very far at all. Crash's
Night
place
Fox's place wasn't that far.
Night
Yeah,
Fox
yeah, it was
Merlin's.
yeah, they were all
Yeah,
close,
everything was
yeah.
pretty close.
Hutchie's
Yeah.
wasn't too far from mine, so
Yeah,
everyone's
everything-
bases were pretty much right next to each other, all around the same areas. We didn't really explore out
Yeah.
various places, apart from when we who was it? Me, Duke, Night Fox, maybe someone else took your. I think we took your pig.
I believe
play
you took
around
my
with
pig.
I think we took your pig when we went looking for a gosh darn spawner. To only find out after we went out like 1,000 blocks that there was one right next to the spawn lake, which we had no idea was there.
By the little waterfall. Only if you knew. Okay, so are you guys playing any other games besides Minecraft at the moment?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Minecraft is horrible. I hate the game. It should just get thrown in the trash.
Honestly, it should. Just start it out.
Yep, I agree.
I guess I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go.
Okay.
Unless you want to go.
No, you can
Can
go.
one of you lovebirds go already?
No, you go, sweetie.
No, you go.
Everybody cringes. Okay, so I guess the games I'm playing right now are just the typical games that you guys know. From me is Terraria, and also Minecraft Dungeons is the main one, like outside of Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've been slowing down. I've been coming back to Minecraft again, to play it more and more. But the Minecraft Dungeons definitely is holding my attention a little bit. It's just a nice, easy game to just play after work and not have to think really. So that's been nice. Terraria I was playing for a little bit. The update didn't hold me that much, but it's been all right. kind of playing with it here and there, and just in trying to get inspiration from other games, I guess.
So did you get that far into the updated stuff for Terraria? Because
Well,
didn't you say you have to like get to a certain point or whatever?
yes. I haven't really gotten to that point just yet. It's also just a matter of time as well. But it's so far, I mean, it's been fun. So far, it's been really fun. But it hasn't been like anything crucial, like really that different.
Hmm.
In terms of gameplay wise, there's been like a few new items here and there. But yeah, I have yet to fight the two new bosses that are in there and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, I haven't really been playing any other games. I guess we were playing Code Names, if you can count that. That's been fun.
Oh, whoa. Don't you dare even say it's fun when
What?
you've been the one that doesn't want to play it.
Well, listen, I got
He said
better
he
stuff
said he
to do.
guess. He guesses it's fun. So
I
Oh.
did.
Oh.
Well, no, it's just because it's because it's either I play Code Names or I work on a build.
You could
Or
literally do both, though.
yeah, but I don't like to do both. I gotta have my attention elsewhere.
oh, poor little Skunky has to have his attention
Well,
on one
no,
or
I
the
was just saying.
other.
Well, no, it's not. I mean, you could theoretically, you could play Code Names and you could design a build, but it's like it's almost annoying in a sense because then it's like, all right, once you start building, and it's like your turn. You have to focus on this.
Well,
Mhm.
you still have to, like, take time. It's still, like, what, 3 minutes of waiting because the Spy Master has to think of a card for, or well, a hint for you.
Yeah,
And then they have to
yeah, I
go.
guess.
The other
But
team.
I don't know. Yeah.
Still
It's
haven't played
fun.
it.
It's all right. You gotta play
mean,
it.
I think it's fun. You know, it's free. Anybody can play. It's easy
Oh,
to
yeah,
learn. We've added a lot of custom words that are kind of questionable. So, you know,
Fidget.
yeah, Fidget was on there. I think
Is
Skunk,
it actually?
pretty sure. Casserole's
Awesome.
on there.
Tyrone better be on
Nagasaki's
there
on
then.
there. Tyrone's on there. You know, we have a lot of odd words that might be
Sweet.
like, huh. So,
All right, now you got me excited.
I mean, it's just a matter of it, you know, taking place, but you don't want to play.
That's like a Saturday night drinking
It sounds like it, to be honest.
I mean, with the
Like-
custom words we have, it could be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that would be really fun, actually.
I mean, it's just a matter of you being able to, like, if you end up becoming the Spy Master, then have fun trying to think of something while intoxicated.
That's the point.
Exactly. That's the point of
That's
a freaking
the
drinking
point.
game. The more drunk you get, the worse it gets.
Oh, speaking of drinking games, sorry to
Uh-oh.
divert us a little. Well, I guess we're not diverting. Other games. We got this big beer pong set for outside. It's like a outside. It comes with like a beach ball
Mm-hmm.
thing,
Oh my God.
ping pong, and it comes with like these big like things that like collapse, and they're
Mhm.
like all these like it's supposed to be like mimic the plastic cups.
Yeah.
That's been really fun. And we also have a glow in the dark frisbee as well. So we've been doing a lot of outside games as well. If you want to go divert into other games,
Yeah, I'm kind of
besides Minecraft.
disappointed it's not big ol' red Solo cups that you have to chug out of.
That would be awesome, dude. Just have like these half-filled garbage cans, bro. You got, like,
And
a
you're
big
just
wanna die?
chugging
brawl.
there for like a good 10 minutes. Give me a
That's how-
second.
that's how you
almost
die.
Awesome. You would actually
Boy.
die.
It's just beer. You'll be fine.
Just beer, just only a garbage can full. Good lord.
And then you'll just be using a volleyball too or whatever to throw it
Mhm.
in. So like, you know,
Mhm.
you gotta account for the wind too. You gotta, you know, stick a finger out.
It's true.
What are
Yeah.
you playing?
Well, Minecraft Dungeons, which I haven't played too much of it recently, as in like the last few days, but
Mhm.
I finally beat the final boss. Thank goodness. And
Did you use the
Um,
shield totem thingy?
no,
Oh,
Nope.
okay. So you were like me and Skunk the first time.
I just brute forced it. And then I re-downloaded Rocket League, so I've been playing that.
Nice.
It's
You get old
I
white
was,
back.
was expecting the disappointment of Jay's face, like,
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I mean, to me, that's a lot better than like Mario's addiction over here, CS:GO, Valorant kind of deal.
Would you
yeah,
leave your son alone? Just let him do
No,
his thing.
no. And you mean
Why?
our son? Come on now.
No. I've
This
divided
is
now.
what is eating up from me getting streams from him. I mean, that's the only reason why I care.
Jay, you just sound selfish right now.
I am
He wants streams.
selfish for 2020.
Hey, Jay, if you want streams, maybe you should stream yourself.
That's not the same. Like,
likes to
I
watch
enjoy
streams.
watching others that are actually entertaining. If I stream, then it's not the same.
But not me.
Yeah.
I was there
Or
today.
me. Or me either. Yeah.
I was there, White. Just wasn't talking.
Kind
Kind of like those other people in your chat, Skunk. That just say hi at the beginning and they lurk for the rest of your stream. Except I didn't say hi.
Yeah, some people do that. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, lurking's
People do
fine.
that. Yeah,
That's all I did.
that's what I do. I
Yeah.
do that in every stream.
Except you beat me to timing out somebody. So that was the only downfall. You look
one
better
person said
without your glasses on or whatever.
They said you got crap on your face. I'm like, what?
They
I had to
didn't say
reread it
crap.
twice. Yeah, they did.
No. Oh, they said you look better without that crap on your face.
Yeah,
I think they were referring to your glasses, though. That's how I understood it.
that's how I understood it. I'm like,
Maybe they were
yeah,
just talking about his face in general. That'd make a lot more sense.
Well, so
I
it was
mean,
White that left
it
it.
was. It's his second account. Gosh dang it!
But you didn't ban him. You didn't ban him. You just timed it out. I would have just banned him.
I timed him out. I didn't care.
Too kind.
It's a. There's different levels for me.
Different levels. What do you mean?
Uh-oh.
What? What is that? I
Siri.
can't read that. Oh well.
Siri, activate. The heck's wrong with her? Yeah, there's like different levels of like timing out people. Like if they just come in my streaming, I know immediately they're a troll.
But
then I'll
wouldn't you
time them
know
out.
they're already troll?
I mean, yeah, they were a troll, but like, there's like different levels for me.
I don't know. Just would have banned them instantly. Be like, pow,
Yeah.
goodbye, have a great day, sayonara.
I've gotten really bad at being tolerant of people in chat where I almost default now to just banning people. If one word comes out of their mouth that even like, well, not even like hints at something against the rules, but it's just like blatantly against the rules. It's just like, I don't even give warnings anymore. Just bye.
So what?
Not worth my time.
Just bad words or like advertising? Like what?
Sometimes it's trolls. Like trolls I used to just time them out and then they wouldn't come back. Now I just straight up ban them. To be honest, I don't mind what moderators do. I mean, if they want to give people warnings, time people out, that's fine. If I see it myself, though, I'm probably just gonna ban them. I don't care about warnings anymore. You're just gonna get banned. I just don't care anymore. I don't want to have to deal with it. Like, I don't have to listen to you say your crap in my chat. Like, if you're not gonna respect the rules, then get the hell out. Like, I don't want. Part of it is that I'm realizing more and more that keeping certain people around can make the stream more difficult for most other viewers, and so understanding when it's necessary to just ban the crap is becoming more apparent to me that is an issue and that it needs to be dealt with. So
ban them,
especially with the hardcore streams doing so well.
Yes.
Get more and more.
Welcome in the 12-year-olds.
Yeah. A lot more.
I mean,
little
13.
Kids.
Sorry, 13.
Yeah,
13.
Come on, Jay. What the heck?
And like there are some younger kids that are fine.
Yeah.
But then like there are a lot who just don't know how to behave online at all. It's just like, look, I'm not your babysitter. Like, bye. Like, I don't.
Maybe
I'm sorry, but first off, be old enough to be on Twitch. Second off, don't just say random crap in my chat. Like, just go away, please.
Come on, White. You gotta let them. You gotta let them be like the father. You gotta be the father to them.
I used to, but like I know it gets the one of the things that made me really mad was I think I had timed out someone in my chat,
Mm-hmm.
and then they had gone to one of my moderators, Jess,
Mm-hmm.
and had started messaging her.
Oh.
I think either cursing her out, or like saying something about why they were banned, and like saying some really rude things. I was like, that's the number one way of like to get permanently banned.
Off it.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
if I ever hear that you're harassing one of my moderators because you were banned, and it wasn't even like her who banned you, like it was me who banned you. I'm the one who timed you out. Like, that's an automatic permaban. Like, you bye. Like, I don't care.
Just so you know, somebody messaged me as well. They said, "Why did I get banned from chat?" Somebody, your stream.
Well, I guess if they're constantly sending messages to a moderator, like you're free to bring it up. Like if it was about my stream, like just send me a screenshot of the message. Normally it's like,
well, if they're banned, they're banned. Goodbye.
Yeah. So it is what it is. But I was talking more about like people who have been timed out, and then they ask why they were timed out. Or I've had people who I've timed out, and this is how I learned it the hard way. This is a little while ago now. I had someone who was timed out, came back, and just started cursing the heck out of the entire stream. I'm like, okay, first off, you're a little kid. Second off, you're permanently banned because you obviously are not mature enough to be here. So regardless of what age you actually are, you're obviously not mature enough to be here. So you can get right on out. I don't care.
Gotta love the trolls.
It'd be nice if Twitch had a ban appeal system now, especially since they have the shadow bans happening.
What's up with the shadow bans?
Well, like when you get permanently banned, you can't sign in on a different account to chat. So like it would be like if I ban you my stream right now, you can't sign in on a different account, or because it's linked to that IP.
Oh, they're
doing IP bans.
Good on them.
So yeah, a lot of people were scared or hating on that, and then a lot of people are also saying that's great. But like, it would be nice if there was like an appeal system. I also think Discord could use that too. Like, if I ban you, there should be a way for you to possibly appeal in some shape or form.
Right.
But that probably won't be for a bit. I know some people have suggested it for Discord, but I don't think they're getting the ball moving on that still. Plus, I don't know if, I guess you still technically can't really, I mean, I assume you probably can for Discord, but I know one of the people we have banned from the AfterLife Discord still can't join back, so I assume it doesn't there's not like a full method you can get around it. So,
yeah, I don't know. I know just I personally don't really care to feed the trolls anymore. I used to just give them back just random bad answers and you just troll them back. But I have found out that it's typically better to just ban them. I would assume people who were upset about Twitch basically IP banning now are people who like to go around and troll on other people's streams.
Well, it's not just that either. It's just like you can have a moderator that like just bans you by accident. Like, you know, if you're in one of those streams with thousands of people, you could accidentally ban the wrong person potentially.
Yeah.
True.
Or just have one of those moderators that just randomly hates on you when you're not really doing anything wrong.
That's something that, well, I guess it's harder with really big streamers, but that's something that you should bring up with the streamers. Find a way to message them and say, "Hey, this happened. I didn't do this, or I don't think that this is fair." I don't know necessarily why that's Twitch's problem.
Well, I
Like,
think it's just not. It's not necessarily their problem. In a way, it kind of is. Partially.
small fish, big pond. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I doubt many of those streamers care.
Oh yeah. Unless it hits their monetary sources, then they'll care. But
Yes, you accidentally ban one of your oil princes, is what the streamers say. You aren't getting those gifted subs or bits anymore.
Money. That's what I want. I want an oil prince.
What do you mean? That's
Come
been
on.
me to you, Skunk.
I want that.
I've been giving
you're-
you my
you're like-
advertising bits.
You're like a discount oil prince. That's what you are.
Well, Skunk, I just want to tell you, I had over 600 bits from
saying.
ads in the past like 2 days. So
Congratulations. And an oil prince would dominate that in like a day.
okay, I am redirecting
I'm
all
just-
my oil
I'm
bits
just
to other
out-
people.
I'm not saying I don't appreciate it, but I'm just saying.
No,
the
that's
facts.
the vibes I'm getting. You know,
I'm just.
you know. I'm
I'm
just
just saying
saying, I'm your
that.
#1 bit donator, and this is how you treat
are.
me.
Congratulations.
This is how you treat me.
Congratulations.
It looks like I have to turn the other way now.
No, you don't. All right, go WhiteFyr stream.
Okay. I mean, I
You
wake
can go
up
compete
early
with
enough
everybody
now.
over there.
I wake up early enough now, so
Good
I
on
can do
you.
it.
Good on you.
Wait.
Listen,
You wake up early enough now?
Yesterday, I woke
Jay?
up at 2 a.m. and was awake until midnight. Today, I woke up at 8:30.
he's,
yeah.
he's a morning guy.
Been waking up at like 8:30/9 o'clock for the past few days.
Pog?
Yeah.
How did this happen?
I figure I would try for the better. So then I did it one day, and then that's what caused me go to bed at 10 and then wake up at 2. Yeah.
Mm,
He's a
okay.
big boy now.
Big
okay.
boy, I don't know. Calm it down,
Jay-
boomers.
You'll mess
Yeah.
it up this weekend.
Mm,
You-
I don't
Probably.
know. I
if I
mean,
stay up late enough, yeah.
maybe if the other
That's
members
big.
encourage me. That's the
That's
only
the
way.
thing.
Here, Jay, I'll call you when I get up, and then that way it'll get you.
Good morning, sweetie.
Oh my gosh,
I
good
was-
morning.
I get up at 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning, I think. I
5:30.
yeah. But I mean, like 6:30 or 7's better.
See,
Because
Hmm?
I actually had to drive many miles. I left at 7. No, I left at 7. No, I left at
Hello.
7:30. Yeah, I left at 7:30. Got to my other apartment. I'm in this apartment. I went to my other apartment
Mhm.
to get some things at 11. Left there at 12 and came back and got back here. The drive's supposed to take 3.5 hours. It took me 4.5 hours to get back because I was stuck in traffic. I was stuck on the highway. I was stuck on the interstate for an hour. I don't know what happened. Apparently, some guy ran into a ditch. Don't know how that happened, but we were all stuck
Yeah.
for an hour, so that was fun.
It's amazing how people slow down for traffic, even though like there's really not much of a reason to besides, hey, look, there's a car that's crashed or
that's
being
the
pulled over.
Well, like I know the entire left-hand lane. This is a major industry. The entire left-hand lane was closed for a while. So, but by the time I got there, the car was gone, and like they were just cleaning up. So I don't know what happened, but I mean, I'm pretty sure the interstate was backed up for like 20 miles. Like it was.
Oh, the snake effect. It's
Yeah.
like when the car slow down, this car behind, and then this goes. You know, it's called the snake effect.
And then when you come to a complete stop for like 20 minutes, then it becomes worse.
Then then that's bad. This is bad.
Well, that's why you put on the AfterLife Podcast. Each episode is at least an hour long. We
That'll get
are
you
now
through
on our
it.
24th one, so you got lots of content.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Can we just get a pog in chat for that? Good lord, please.
Pogs in
I
the
mean,
comments.
I mean, I know some people are
Woo!
listening because we have now over 1,300 listens on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts. I don't know if that includes Spotify.
Wait, are we
YouTube,
famous now?
I mean, you know, it's
Wow.
doing decent. Some of them are doing better than others on there. So
That's
That's
a
interesting.
lot.
That is pretty good.
yeah, so then
Well,
I was
thank you,
like,
everybody.
we're taking a lot of those numbers from YouTube. I don't know if that's good.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
more for the people, I guess. More
All right, we need a
options.
sponsor now. Who can we get? Quip. I use Quip every day, guys. I got shiny teeth, ladies and gentlemen. Can I watermelon
NordVPN.
NordVPN.
No, we're gonna get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, where they're gonna give us $75,000 to make them like whatever. I think there was a guy on Twitch that was talking about how Raid Shadow Legends wanted to pay him money to make a song. I was like, I think it was like 100K to make the song. I was like,
Whoa.
I'm like, and you said no, and you have some
Why would
cojones
you say
going on.
yes to that? That's
say
such
yes.
like unless you are like the
That's
biggest freaking
money.
greedy person on the planet, that seems like a waste of
That
energy.
is 2 years of salary for some people.
That is just. I would say yes right away. What is it called? What's the game called?
Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends. Listen, I will build you something. All right, that's the best I can do. I'll sing you a song. There you
But
go.
the streamer said that they didn't do it because they compared it to gambling and said that it encouraged people to gamble and have like an addiction, and said that would be wrong, so he didn't do it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good valid reason. That's a good reason.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't know, but like,
but who cares at that point?
White, would you ever would you take a deal ever from Raid Shadow Legends?
No. They could pay me $1 billion and I wouldn't take it.
But I feel like the game has become enough of a meme to where like I'm still surprised that they're advertising it.
They're trying really, really hard.
Well, no, I read that like it's not really about trying. It's like even like if like 1,000 people don't, there's still that one oil prince that will play the game and just spend like no tomorrow. But I'm really surprised that like there's actually somebody that does. But
I'm not. People have too much free time on their hands, especially now.
I play it. Pretty good game.
Cool. Okay. We should get sponsored then.
Yeah, if they want to sponsor us.
Great game, Raid Shadow.
Don't sponsor me.
Bro, I would totally take that. Anyway, oh Lord.
I wouldn't take sponsorships in general, so
pay off my car, bro. Like oil.
Hey, Pickle Hosting, if you want to come back and sponsor AfterLife SMP.
That's like $2.
Lol.
$2 a month.
Yeah, they're. Oh yeah.
Rip the OGs.
We would be getting negative money from them.
We'd
be paying them.
We'd be paying them, yeah. Stay alive and act like a sponsor. There you go.
Wait.
What?
Taco Bell.
Pickle Hosting.
I don't think they work anymore.
Pickle Hosting on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
It's on LinkedIn. Wow.
Yeah, very.
See all 4 employees.
Very interesting. Well, I have another trivia question for you guys.
Okay.
What Minecraft mob is just the English language, but a tiny bit different?
Huh?
Which Minecraft mob is just speaking in the sounds, just the English language, but a tiny bit different?
Is there multiple choice?
Well, I thought you knew it.
Well, I do know it.
Okay, let's hear it without you knowing it then. Alright, without knowing the multiple choice.
Villagers.
White, do you have one or do you want multiple choice? Okay, we have villagers, witch, zombie pigmen, and then enderman.
So when you talk about like the English language, is it like what they're speaking? Or what they're okay. Say the choices again.
Villagers, witches, zombie pigmen, and enderman.
It's not pigmen, it's not enderman.
So the language differences could be that they're talking in the English language backwards, and then sometimes they talk in the English language but at a very low pitch.
I still think it's villagers. I can't. I feel like that's like solid. I feel like
White, do you have your answer?
I'll go with the witch.
Is actually Enderman.
what?
Yep.
What do they sound like? I don't even want to listen. They're too loud.
Really?
Yep.
How is that?
Can you demonstrate for us, Jay?
No, I cannot.
Okay.
But that is supposedly how they speak.
I don't understand that.
Okay.
I feel like I feel like the villagers are like humans making that sound. I feel like that. What is this like a listen? All right.
The sounds Enderman make are actually people saying hi and what's up, but backward and distorted.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. Villagers are just that's it.
That's stupid.
But it works.
That's cool though. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Okay. Other question. How much space does the Season 3 World Backups take on my hard drive, my external hard drive? 75 gigabytes, 99 gigabytes, 128 gigabytes, and 155.
128.
Yeah, all the Afterlife related ones deal with the worlds.
All right, repeat that again.
75, 99, 128, 155.
What was the second one?
99.
Was the first one 75?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
75.
White is right. It is 128 gigabytes
How do
worth
you know
of
that?
world backups.
You don't know that. You just
Big
guessed out of
brain.
your
Big
butt.
brain.
Huge, massive brain.
Oh, bull crap.
Okay.
No, I just guessed. I mean, like, I don't know.
I
99
mean,
sounded stupid. 75 is too much of a round number. So it's either 128 or the bigger one. I didn't think it'd be any bigger than
I
128.
just didn't want to go with your answer just in case you were wrong, but you were
yeah,
right. So.
sure.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for, okay?
Sure,
Yeah.
I
but
guess I'm drinking because I got it wrong. Haha.
okay, well, we have a podcast suggestion from Lamp here, and it's
Oh,
a
God.
controversial one.
I don't like that person.
Opinions on baby potatoes.
What are baby potatoes?
Small little baby potatoes.
They're good in like a stew.
I've
Puny
never
little
had
ones.
all baby.
They're like this. They're like a look at that.
Never had that.
Really?
They're good. They're just
Never had it.
potatoes, but they're just babies. Like they're
They're
just
just
little.
potatoes. What? Who cares how big or small they are? They're just potatoes.
It matters. It matters.
It's good because okay, well listen, you're not gonna be making a baked potato with them. First of all, second of all, they're good in like a stew because you can throw them in with like the carrots and the roasted vegetables and all that stuff,
Okay.
and they add flavor. It's not like this big hunky dory potato. Now you could
Yeah.
you could also cut up a big potato and put it in there, but you can also just buy the what's it called, the baby potatoes. I mean, personally, I like all potatoes. I'm a big fan of sweet potatoes, baby potatoes, baked potatoes, big potatoes. What,
Oh
what are we
my
talking
God.
about? What
The other day, look, I had a potato that was
Yeah.
like this big.
Oh, that's
Hey.
the best.
Oh my
Hallelujah.
That's when I would have been like, nope, there has to be something wrong with this potato. If it's this
What do you
big, they
mean?
must have like injected something in
Hey.
it.
They're the best when they're that big because you have so much room to put like sour cream,
Yes.
bacon bits, cheese.
It was just so good. Just oh my God.
Ooh, baked potato. Oh my God, I could go
So-
for one right now.
You hate any kind of potato though, like size?
Size doesn't matter.
To me, it does. The ones that are like the size of your mouse or like a little bit smaller, I think should not exist. Like when you buy those 25-pound bags of potatoes and like you see the big ones in there, like the good ones, and then
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then you have the puny ones in here. I'm like, I don't want the puny ones.
Okay.
What am I gonna do with the puny ones? I can bear like what? Am I gonna get
Yeah,
2 scoops
I
into
do.
my mouth and call it a day?
I see what you're talking about there.
Yeah.
See, I hate those potatoes. I think they shouldn't
you gotta have the
exist.
big ones. The big ones are the best. But listen, if it comes down to it, and that's all you got is the little guy, so be it. Just have it. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, you'll eat it, but it's not the same. It's like you
It's not the same.
you want Big Daddy over here, but instead
Yeah.
you're getting like Little Al. And it's like you don't want Little Al. You want to be able to smother that thing with like whatever you want, you know, whether it's sour
you just wanna
cream,
put your
butter,
face
some
in it and
cheese,
just
etc. You know,
It's just delicious. Yep.
you can't do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
you poor thing.
yeah,
But all
first world
potatoes are good.
problems.
All potatoes are delicious.
Yeah, potatoes are the best.
Freaking potato.
Mm-hmm.
Just eat it.
Potatoes.
Why? I
It's
think you're lacking some
eat it.
big
Just
brain power here.
Different
eat
kinds
it.
of potatoes. Hold on,
Oh
I'm
my
looking this
gosh.
up.
Skunk's over here looking at potatoes. He's like, now show me with your skin peeled.
There's a lot of different types of potatoes. Okay, so it looks like there's different types here. Oh, there's a
What?
purple one. Holy smokes, look at that.
Yeah, where they're grown or whatever.
Potato?
That's
Why
exotic.
would you eat a purple potato?
Looks like what's that plant? The coarse fruit in the what's that? In Minecraft, the stupid thing. The plant.
Well, you got
the
like
vine.
the russet potatoes. You got like,
Why are there so many potatoes?
well, because there's like the different environments they grow in, probably like the different amounts of like, you know, starch in it
Too
and
much
whatever
time in
else.
Like, who cares? Just eat a potato. Like, I don't know.
Baked potato
Oh.
images.
So like I
Oh,
guess the
Oh
different
my god.
potatoes like have different amounts of starch, waxiness, and whatever else to them.
I
that's
want
good.
potatoes now.
Dude, hold
Oh
on a
my
second.
god.
Hold on a second. 1 minute. Hold on.
Okay, boys, we're going to McDonald's. After this, we're gonna get some French fries.
Hell no! I just had fries earlier.
What the heck you talking
Oh.
about getting the McDonald's French fry? I'm gonna get
We're
baked
at McDonald's.
potatoes.
Whole- Like,
Oh my gosh,
yeah,
you guys are being.
I guess their fries are good,
Coffee.
but
Oh
like,
yeah, that's what we're going for. We're talking about potatoes. We're getting fries.
go to like Red Robin or something then.
Look at
So
that.
you can
Look
get
at that
endless fries. Just don't like.
glorious thing.
I don't think I've ever been to Red Robin.
I don't think I have either.
I think we have one though, but I've never been to it.
I've been to Red Robin a few times, and like, the endless fries are okay. Like they're fine fries. It's just they bring you like small
You can only have
batches
so much
of it.
fries. Let's be honest here.
Hmm?
Like there's a limit. There's a limit of fries
No,
that you can have. Yes, there
No.
is. Is that
No.
when are you ever gonna eat your main like thing?
if you gave me a basket of fries, I would eat it for dinner.
Oh, I know you probably would.
I think a
You
lot
probably
of
eat
us
1,000
would.
of that.
Well,
I would
grab
eat a lot
my
of fries.
ketchup, which ketchup, fine. Go douse the fries in ketchup. There we go, perfect.
Wait, you
Yeah.
put your ketchup on your fries?
I mean, I do it both ways. Sometimes you put it beside it.
I don't
When I
do
was a
that.
kid, like I would always just seen it. Like my dad would just put it on his fries.
Oh,
Right.
Actually, what I really want right now is cheese fries.
oh yeah.
With some
they're
bacon on it.
Amadeus. They give you some good cheese fries over there.
Yeah, at my bowling alley, they would have the option for chili cheese fries too, and that would be nice.
A bowling alley?
Mm-hmm. Be great.
Oh, that sounds delicious right now.
And greasy.
Yes.
And delicious.
But
Not
you
great for
know,
bowling.
we're not talking about that though, White. Come on now.
We had pizza tonight.
I had pizza
Oh?
tonight too.
We have pizza like every night though. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's typical for you.
What was I gonna say? Oh, you guys heard like the monster fries, like the loaded fries, where it's like it has I don't know if it's ranch,
No,
cheese, and bacon on it. It's like a like it just it's drizzled in just like sauce.
I don't think I have. Yeah, from what I see, no.
Monster fries. Yeah. Yeah, or they have different names for them.
I mean,
They're
they
just
look good.
Oh my god, they're the best. It's diabetes.
I mean, my only qualm with it would be that, I would assume some of the fries are probably gonna get soggy. That's my only problem with, like, when you put stuff on top of the fries, it absorbs everything.
That's true, yeah. Well, it depends on where you get it from too. Because they do it differently.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so like, I would not recommend it from like a fast food place, but like
Probably
from
not.
from like a home, like a pizzeria place, local place, delicious, phenomenal. But man, look at all this food just makes me hungry.
Why do you think I'm not looking?
I sent you a baked potato image.
Oh, I see that.
Oh,
That
isn't
was
it
enough.
amazing? Isn't that just glorious? A little bit too much green on there. I wouldn't have any of that green. That's disgusting. I would have
Yeah,
like
probably a little bit too
bacon.
much.
It's fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't have any rice with it either, to be honest with you. Rice is absolutely
Okay, we gotta clear the air. My son is not here to help defend the honor, but White, what's your opinion on rice?
What's wrong with rice?
all right.
Well, I
So you're
mean,
gonna tell me
White's a little bit. I mean, Mario's a little bit
What's
different with his take on it.
what's wrong with rice?
Mario is willing to eat the rice alone for like a meal
Plain.
sometimes or whatever, just plain. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
sure.
okay, but like,
I've done that before. But
Skunk's having a fit over it.
well, I'm not having a fit. I'm just
is it
telling
the
you.
tastiest ever? No, but it's good enough.
Why are you gonna eat it then? Just have something else. Have like some ramen. I think a ramen would even be better than that.
Usually I have chicken and rice. That's probably the most
Okay, but you
common.
have something with it. That's my point. You don't
Sometimes
just have it plain.
sometimes I eat the chicken by itself and then I
Plain.
eat the rice afterwards. And technically it's being eaten by itself then. So
True.
Yeah, but it's got like greasy stuff on it, like chicken juice.
no. It's separate.
No, it's got like chicken.
Are you saying like the rice and the chicken were never in the same plate
Correct.
at the same time? Oh, okay, so then it wouldn't then Skunk.
Because usually I have
then you're like,
depends.
Okay.
I used to when I first started eating rice, like at college, I would just stick it with some water in a bowl, put it in the microwave. Ta-da, rice. So that's not the best rice, to be honest. It's all right, but it's in its own bowl, so like
You put something on it, like salt or something, like to make it
I
taste
didn't.
better?
Then I started putting some salt and pepper and stuff on it later.
Oh, I'll
but
give you that.
At first, I didn't. But I have no issue with eating rice plain, and it was brown rice too. Like we're talking the healthy stuff. Like I don't care. It's rice. Like
oh god,
it's
my
fine.
stomach is twisting.
You gotta eat the purple rice with the beans that are also in it.
What?
There's like beans that come with the purple rice, or well, at least the bag that my mom bought ages ago.
Oh, interesting. I
Make
used to just bought a whole box of rice and just pour whatever I needed. I've had all different kinds of rice. I've had rice from little heat up bowls. I've had rice. I've had rice-a-roni. I've had rice from big containers. I've had a lot of rice because it's very easy. Very easy.
Rice, no.
Okay,
Not the
Skunk.
best
It's
thing.
okay.
It's not. It really isn't.
It's okay to
It
be
really
minority.
is.
It's not the best thing in the world. It's not like, oh, I'm craving rice tonight. Oh, here we go.
I think you can crave rice.
I think it depends upon the rice, and it depends upon what kind of seasonings are on it.
Maybe in a stir fry.
Like I don't think just plain, especially plain brown rice, you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm really craving just a large heaping bowl of plain brown rice.
I guess.
But like, if I have nothing else to eat, it's like that's good. That's good enough. That's solid.
Okay, yeah. If you have nothing else to eat, if you're stranded on an island, it was like, oh, I got some rice farm over here, rice paddy farm. I'm gonna eat that. All right. But that's about it. That's what I'm gonna eat. Some rice.
No, I mean, there are times where you may just be like, I don't feel like making anything else, so I'll just have some rice. Like, that's fine. Like, what's wrong with that?
Ain't my cup of tea.
Well, you're from Amish country, so like, what is your?
They don't eat rice up here.
I didn't eat rice for the longest time until I got older because my dad hates rice. but my mom loves it.
Really?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why does he hate it?
I honestly have no idea.
Like, I know some people hate sticky rice, and some people prefer the non-sticky version. Some people like a bunch of salt in their rice, and some people are like, "What's the point?" So, I mean, I didn't know
Gotta
if it was just because of how sticky it is, and
Maybe
I don't
some
know.
cheese, butter, and bacon just like in their rice.
Could. Got a whole bunch of things to it.
you know.
Add bacon,
Do whatever you
cheese,
want.
everything.
Freaking rice. Like, just
Mhm.
mix in whatever you want.
Rice
That's what
is
I'm saying.
compatible with a lot of things.
And that's
Yeah.
what's great about it. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying on its own, it's gross.
No, you're just special, Skunk. It's okay.
Yeah, you're just special.
What are you talking about? Wow. All right, listen. Listen. I know you know what I mean. And you're just trying to do this to make me annoyed, okay?
Yes, get
Which now I am annoyed.
Good.
Who brought this up? Raelyn? Raelyn, did you bring this up? I didn't even
She did suggest
here?
it, but I wasn't going to bring it up because I figured, White's gone.
Hello.
I figured since Mario
Hold
wasn't
on,
here, I wasn't gonna care enough.
Well, we'll talk
But
about
now
it
I
next.
think it was worthwhile. Thank you, Raelyn, for
Thank you, Raelyn.
suggesting that topic and then White bringing it up.
Speaking of Raelyn, there's a question on here I wanted to bring up.
What's that?
Which one?
I want to know what your guys' opinion on it is. Have you ever embarrassed yourself trying to impress someone you were into?
Maybe in pre-K, but I can't imagine. I don't remember.
Embarrass myself. I don't think I have, because typically I'm too chicken. Because it's like I'll think about doing it and then I'll be like, nah, I don't want to be embarrassed.
I don't
Skunk?
think I've.
There you go.
I don't think I have a modern day story because I'm not. I'm like a sitting duck. All right. But back in preschool, I was a player, as they would say.
Oh.
And I made the rounds, let me tell you. All right, so
Yes, you made the rounds with
we're
preschoolers.
talking about pre-K. Pre-K. I was also in
School?
pre-K Tuesday. Pre-K.
Skunk made the round with preschoolers. You guys heard it here first.
Quiet. All right. All right. So what happened was there was this girl named Monica. Okay.
Ooh.
And in preschool. And one day after class, I got this ring out of the prize box because I did so well. And
Oh.
so we were standing in each other, waiting to go out, exit the building. We were waiting in car line or whatever. And I got down on one knee. And I said, will you marry me? And she never forgot that. I don't know where the hell she is now, but damn, that was pretty impressive in pre-K. Let me tell you something about that.
How long did the relationship last?
Well, we went to prom together. So. But. What?
Okay. So
What?
it's that girl. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you know?
I know I know you're gonna promise someone.
Oh yeah. She asked me to go. So.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have another story about.
I knew you would have stories, so I brought this up.
Well, no, it's not. It's not about me. Like this one's about my one friend named Liam. He was a maniac. So we were doing a walkathon around our school, and here I am, doing my own thing. I'm walking with my group of friends or whatever, and we're walking around, and all of a sudden you see like half of our class sitting on the side of the sidewalk over there, and like, what's going on? I'm like, why are you guys not walking? What's going on? I'm walking past them, like, hey, what's going on? Turns out they all got in trouble because Liam decided to jump on a girl off of this like elevated area, and apparently he liked this girl. So to get her attention, he jumped off the platform onto her, onto the ground, and they all the rest of the class got detention because they were all laughing, and they got detention, and I was like, oh. So then we go back to class, and we're all just sitting there like, I didn't do nothing wrong, so I'm just like, oh, this is real tense. It was a real tense situation. But he got. I'm surprised he didn't get like expelled for that.
No, that's
I mean,
not something that they would expel you for.
probably not. But it was also like it was a Catholic school as well, so so measures could be taken a little bit extreme. But he got detention, so for a while, like a long while. Trying to think if there's anything else that happened there. I don't think I have any more story. If I think of one, I'll tell it. But those are my two. Not for me. Well, one's for me. The other one.
Okay, what about the WhiteFyr love life? Let's hear it.
I think he's got one. He's been around. He's a player.
Not one that I can. Not one that's like, embarrassing or like trying to impress someone. And definitely not one I would ever share.
Wow.
No. Way too embarrassing. But
making me.
I mean, I was very much in the same boat as Jay in terms of like, I didn't talk to people about that. Like, I kind of stayed in my corner and you're crushing on someone.
You're
okay,
like, hey, I love you.
Well, yeah, you don't want to get embarrassed. Like, you don't want to deal with that. Like, rejection is not fun. So it's easier just to hide in your shadow.
It's easier to shoot 0% with 0 attempts than 0% with, like 3 attempts. Because then you never have to face rejection.
Yeah.
You just
never know. Players like I was.
I mean, in elementary school, I was a player.
Oh, there you go. All right, tell us some stories.
That was up until like 4th grade. I mean, there's nothing embarrassing about it. It's just I had basically had a girlfriend every year.
Man, White the player.
Okay. See, I told you.
I had like
I did too, but, they were like not real, like right? They're not real.
Like I would say up until about middle school when it starts to become real. Like more real, I guess, whatever real is. But no, for me it stopped after like 4th grade because I just stopped talking to people, particularly girls. Just did my own thing. Bettered myself.
Yeah, better yourself.
Yes, with quotation marks around that, and a little star.
Better yourself.
So Jay, what's your love life like?
It's nothing. Like, I know in 2nd grade, I had a girl that would chase me around the playground. Like, that's the whole time, like, cooties were a thing, in your little age group.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, no, you're gonna get cooties or whatever. Yeah.
They wanted my cooties.
I mean, then again, I was a special breed, Asian in Georgia.
You're a rare commodity. All the girls should have wanted you. Like,
oh, he's exotic. He's fine. He's good. Yeah.
No, but I didn't say that my earliest memory was of a girl. When I was 3, my earliest memory is of this girl. I believe her name was Emily. In preschool, like I knew that she liked me. Like it was pretty freaking obvious. But remember in preschool, it was like reading time or whatever. So we were all gonna go sit in a big circle or whatever. And instead of like going to the circle, she just started chasing me around the freaking room trying to kiss me.
Oh.
And I was like, oh god, it's so traumatic. It's my first memory. So I apparently like went on a play date with her, I guess later on after that or something. I don't know why I did that, but because she was kind of a little crazy, but we were 3, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
Yep, man. Okay. Well, while we're on the topic of, it seems like, people that like us or we like them. What about celebrity crushes from Lamp? Do you have a celebrity crush?
Celebrity. Oh, I used to like the girl from iCarly. main girl?
Miranda Cosgrove?
Cosgrove. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to
She's
like
alright.
her. Who else? There's another one. One more modern day.
Modern day.
I don't like Ariana Grande. She's much.
So you're not Courage JD. Gotcha.
Nah.
Skunk's about to get canceled.
I'm throwing that out there for a reason.
Yeah. Wasn't
who,
Scarlett Johansson one of yours, White?
Mhm.
Is she still?
It's okay. I don't really have any celebrity crushes anymore because I don't really care.
Yeah.
It's not worth my time. I guess when I was a kid, I didn't even have any when I was a kid. I don't think I did. I never really cared, I guess. Like what wasn't a big deal.
Oh. I mean,
I can't think of any. This is bad.
Yeah, but the one I did have was Scarlett Johansson. And a Scarlett Johansson, how can you not? Like
Mm-hmm.
that was always my idea. It was like how can you not? Like come on.
I know there's got to be one.
I don't think I have one like currently, but I know like Megan Fox was a pretty good one back in the day.
Yeah.
The one that replaced her, the blonde chick, that replaced her afterwards because she's like a Victoria's Secret model. Jessica Alba. Let's see. I wish I had more relevant one, like more current ones in my head.
I have one, but they're not really a celebrity.
Who?
Think about it.
Are you gonna say Lizzo?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could have said Lizzo.
Yeah. Oh my God, Lizzo! I love Lizzo. How could I forget about Lizzo?
Yeah, it turns out you don't love her then.
Lizzo. That's good. That's good. Mario says he'll get crushed by her, but that's besides that's besides the point. When I always bring that up, he's like, "I'm gonna get crushed." That's
Crushed or sucked into a vortex.
Probably both. You get crushed and then sucked into a vortex. All right, Lizzo's mine.
But you said you had another one.
I don't. I don't now. That's it.
But who was the other one? We gotta know.
Okay, you have to say it, but is the other person the person I'm thinking of?
Are we talking about, a Minecraft YouTuber? He dropped that one. Who's the other one?
No, not that one. Oh, you're talking about that one. Oh no, not that one.
Okay, not that one. Okay.
Oh, wait, what? I need to be involved here.
There's another?
Who? Oh, yes. There is another one.
Oh.
Who are we talking about here?
Any hints?
Huh?
Any hints?
No, I can give you any hints. I don't want to give it away unless I meet them one day. And I'll be like, hey. You know who it is.
You gotta message me. You gotta message me. Like you gotta give hints or something.
I ain't telling you. You're just gonna leave you on edge.
Wait, who knows? Does White knows? Do I know?
Oh, he knows the one. You both know the one.
The one.
But I gave that one up.
Yeah, you gave that one up. So what's this other one you're talking about?
I think there's another one. I'm not sure.
I'm confused.
No, but there is another one. They're on the bigger side.
What?
They're on the not in terms of fatness. I'm talking about like in terms of like
Subscriber count?
subscriber count.
Is it Pokimane? We'll have to tell Mario.
I mean, we all simp
reminds
for
me of Ariana
Pokemon.
Grande.
Come on.
So,
I mean, if it's Pokimane, you know, Mario's gonna kill you first.
well, no. First of all, I don't like Pokemon because she did a Ariana Grande cosplay, so I'm not interested.
Okay. You know, to each their own, I guess. You know, you can be
What did we
secretive
just
with
talk
us,
about
Skunk.
for 5 minutes?
I still don't know what third person we're talking about.
To be honest, I'm not sure if I even know.
What does it even mean?
But there's somebody out there, you know, waiting. Got
Is it Catherine?
Hmm?
Or
No. Good lord. Catherine, no.
All I'm gonna say, Skunk, is you
Right,
never know until you shoot your shot.
Well, I shoot my. Now that could be interpreted 2 different ways.
well,
Mr.
Skunk,
WhiteFyr.
it sounds like you gotta start shooting some blanks.
Oh,
So
Lord.
go for it.
Should it be like a machine gun, or what do you recommend?
We mean like your you know, your machine gun from Fortnite over there.
My holy.
Yes, make it rain.
God, I didn't even think about it though. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Make it rain. Okay. Okay, we're gonna take a different turn here. So, did we ever talk about, you know, my topic that I have on the podcast sheet? I know we kind of like mentioned like a little bit about like what you want to do living lifestyle wise, but did we ever mention like specifics of like where you wanted to live? Like, you know, country, state, etc. Like I know in the IRL podcast we mentioned like how, you know, White wants to not live with us, but like I don't think we ever like really determined like state/location kind of. Did we?
Well,
I don't think
I
so.
mean,
Because I mean, I just figured it'd be a fun topic if we have it then.
trying to think of where to go here. I have
right.
my own island.
Wait, what? Who said what?
Skunk go.
Can I have my own island?
If you can afford it.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna get one of them oil princes to help me. He's just gonna buy me an island, a yacht, and an afterlife mansion, and y'all can live. And there's gonna be a built-in Dunkin' Donuts.
Good luck getting some internet there then.
Yeah.
You're gonna get fiber internets. Okay.
From who? Who's gonna give you fiber internet? I've heard the
Google.
prices for them to like, you know, freaking lay down the wire all the way to places.
Ain't gonna matter.
Your oil prince ain't gonna
We're
pay for that.
gonna get a line coming from the inlands over there, and it's gonna come in, and it's gonna grow right on my island over there.
Skunk.
5G.
Instead of an island, how about we go to Wyoming? It's the
What?
same
What is
difference.
in Wyoming? Tornadoes?
Are we
I don't know
talking about a
what-
super volcano area?
There's nothing there. There's nobody there.
Google.
You'd still be isolated. Or
Oh,
no,
no.
you know what? Montana. There we go.
Buffalo has their.
Like, you're bringing us closer to the super volcano. I don't know if I like that.
We'll go see Sean. It'll be fine. Like,
That is a rectangle state, or is that a square?
This is a rectangle.
Okay, thank God.
Skunk, did you pass like high school?
Yeah, thank God. Good Lord. Yeah, I don't really like that. I don't like
No,
how
but seriously,
square.
like Jay's right. You're not gonna get internet at all on an island.
What are you talking about? An oil prince is gonna help me. He's gonna fund
Yeah.
my
Good luck.
endeavor.
That oil prince is gonna have to pay you more than what the other oil princes
I'll
are
get
paying to
two
the
of
other
them.
streamers.
I don't care. I'll get 2 of them. That's it.
2 of them won't be enough.
Actually, never mind. I don't want to go in an island. I just thought about hurricanes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was just like, oh, here comes a hurricane. You're gone.
Here's what we'll do.
Go to bunker.
We'll get an inland island. Hear me out on this. It'll be
Why
an
we
island.
gotta get an island in general?
Wyoming. Hello, you can make your own island.
That's well, yes. We'll tear out Wyoming because who cares about that? We'll put an island in the middle. We'll surround it by a moat of water with a castle on top of it. It'll be the best.
And sharks and crocodiles in the water. And a drawbridge.
with electric water.
Ooh, I like the way you think.
But the sharks and alligators are immune to electric. We got to think ahead here. This
Give
is a
them
great
a special jacket to wear.
right? Right? And we got to get dolphins that drown and despawn because that's a useless feature.
Just like polar bears in Minecraft. What?
Wait, what?
Exactly. Well, I was mainly saying just like
Yeah,
dolphins in Minecraft.
I was like,
You
is
know
there
what?
something wrong with polar bears?
Yeah.
Polar bears are awful.
I mean,
In
they're
real life,
just
they're great.
useless.
In the game, they're like the worst freaking mob. I'm sorry, bats are the worst mob ever.
Yeah, they charge you out the wazoo for gold too. It's like, what the heck's going on here? What's going on?
Dang bats stealing my
Jay,
gold.
Are you missing it, Jay? Are you
Yeah, I
missing
think
it?
I'm missing it.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh,
You missed it too. Good lord, what the heck's going
I
on?
thought you were talking about the one thing that the other. Okay, I get it now. I get it.
The polar bears charge you out the wazoo for gold.
Oh, I heard you say bats charge you. So that's why I was that's why I was confused. I was like, why are the bats dealing with gold?
He said polar bear, and then I said bats.
Oh, okay.
And
So that's why I
so-
was confused.
That's why there were bats in the middle.
Because yeah, if you went with polar bear, then I would have been like, oh yeah, that's obvious.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's also true.
Yep.
Okay, White, what's your go-to state or country?
Or island.
Where I can get a job.
That's a
There you
good
go.
answer. That's a good answer.
Okay, well, if job was not a problem,
Get creative with it. Come on now.
To be honest, kind of like where I grew up and where I live currently. Just because it's not too busy,
mm-hmm.
but it's not in the middle of nowhere, so it still has good internet connection.
Yeah.
So somewhere close to a populated area, but not too far away from a populated area, but not too close to a populated area.
Like
But with a good climate. I like living in the mid-Atlantic, like top of the southern. So like anywhere from maybe Pennsylvania's too cold. Anywhere from Maryland,
cold.
Pennsylvania's too cold.
It's not. We're literally like right next to each other.
No. I mean, I guess depending on which part of Virginia.
I'm not a big fan of Maryland, but I would live in Maryland because it's not bad proximity-wise. Virginia, North Carolina, and then maybe Kentucky or Tennessee. And then I'm thinking eventually I'm going to end up in Texas. I don't necessarily like Texas, but that's where there are a lot of jobs and there's a lot of opportunity. So
cheap property, nice internet, jobs, lots of tech growth, no income tax. So that's pretty nice. Yeah.
I still think we should just cut off Texas and then no longer make it part of the United States, but that's my opinion. And California. Yeah.
Well, it's gonna break off anyway, so
True.
Yeah. I used to be like that for a while where I was like, I would never live in California just for that one reason.
I ain't going there. Forget that. They got wine though. That's the thing. That would make me.
You got all your wine there, and you're missing out.
California also has forest fires. So, like, why would you want to go live in California with the fact that you could possibly die to a forest fire?
Right.
You'll be fine. Just don't be stupid.
And the cost of living there in certain areas is absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, it's probably the main reason why I would never move there.
Right.
Yeah, it's plenty of better opportunities for, where you could live off of less in other places.
I mean, it would be nice to visit there, though.
Oh, yeah.
A visit for a time, not a long time. Just in case.
Yeah, go to a TwitchCon at some point, whenever we're allowed.
I thought you were the one who said you never wanted to go to a TwitchCon because it's just a bunch of parties.
No.
That's someone else I was talking to. Number.
Maybe it was yourself. You don't want
Oh.
to do nothing with us anymore. Feels bad, man.
I mean, I
Feel-
think a lot of streamers have said that though. Like
Really?
those events are just kind of parties for them.
Yeah.
Well, I think it would be different for us at least, since we're probably a lot smaller
we get a
growth
panel?
wise.
Can we get a panel?
Imagine we'll
Actually,
get
that's
we'll get a booth at Minecraft Festival.
Hog.
I actually really want to go to that. I don't know when it's gonna be, but
Well, I mean, it's gonna be next year probably at this point.
it just depends.
I
on
mean,
if
I don't think they're gonna delay it again.
Have they announced a new date for it?
No, they just said it was gonna be next year.
I actually really want to go to that because, like, I'm sure a lot of people in the community will be at that, and it'd be cool to actually like meet people and stuff for once.
I
Yeah, because
mean,
you're famous.
it's right next to like what Disney Land World, whichever one it is, right?
Disney
So
World, Disneyland's in California.
okay, well, Disney World's there. That'd be fun. Universal Park or whatever it's called. Go to that.
Yeah.
Meet Hugh.
Yeah, meet
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Be fun.
Except he still won't be old enough to drink.
It's okay.
A little bit sad.
Not all about drinking here.
I mean, it is.
Partially.
I mean, that's coming from me, to be honest.
Yeah, who's the one having a beer tonight or whatever? Cider?
I'm having. Look at this. I had 2 of these. Look at it.
What you have?
He's having cider.
What?
The
Is it
Angry
Angry
Orchard
Orchard?
green apple.
Delicious.
Yeah,
This is
you
my
guys
last-
are Bold Rock though, unfortunately. Big rip. Bold Rock is I'm pretty sure they mainly make hard cider, but they're a Virginia company. So it's mainly only found in Virginia.
Mm.
But like it is good cider. Is good.
One
So,
day.
Yeah.
We'll come visit.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Is there anything in Virginia that like has events?
Yeah, Virginia's pretty boring.
It's mainly DC that has events, to be honest.
Yeah.
And like Northern Virginia might have some stuff because they're like basically they're like, I believe Northern Virginia is like half the population of the state or something. Like some ridiculous number. Okay, let's look this up. Population of Virginia. Virginia has 8.536 million people. Population of Northern Virginia. Actually, probably breaks it down by. Yeah, Northern Virginia is, according to this, 3.149 million people. And by Northern Virginia, I mean like two
Above
counties.
Richmond? Or what?
No, in terms of like two counties right outside of DC.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, I imagine that's how it probably is. That way
Because
people can live
Northern-
outside DC.
Yeah, there are people a lot of people who live in Northern Virginia commute to DC, but like a lot of it is just they're basically their own city, but they're a suburb.
Yeah.
They're considered a suburb, but they're the population of a city, of like a lot of cities that are in other parts of the country. So it's kind of wild. It's actually really wild. Largest city by population. Oh gosh. Huh. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, since they're not considered a city, I was looking at up cities, and there's like other places in the state that have a much bigger population. Like they're considered cities, and Northern Virginia is not a city. It's weird, screwed up. But it would probably be there if there was anything. Or like I've seen things happen in DC. Like
Yeah.
I'll look up conventions and stuff, and most of it will be in DC. Which makes sense.
Yeah. Just be a hub.
Yeah, it's the nation's capital, so I would expect there to be a lot of things going on there.
Party.
Okay. Have you guys been watching any TV shows or shows on YouTube or Twitch or whatever?
Yes.
What have you been watching?
I got hooked on Lucifer, actually. I've already finished it,
Oh,
but
Winter's suggestion, and then I think who else suggested it? Somebody else mentioned it.
Good.
I actually knew about it because Nash had talked about it. Nash
Oh
Crafter.
yes, Nash was the other person on Twitter responding to me about it.
Yeah. So I watched it. It was pretty good. As with most TV shows, I just kind of skipped through it. But like, I got the gist of it. I what I normally do when this is really, people think is really weird. It's like, you're not actually enjoying the TV show. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Usually, I start the episode. I get the premise of what it's about. I skip past the boring parts, or what to me are the boring parts. I get to the meat of the action. And so a 50-minute episode will take me like 20 minutes to watch, because like I'll just skip past a lot of the parts I just don't care for. Plot development, who cares? Character development, who cares? I want to see action. I want to see gunfights. I want to see people killing each other. You know, stuff like that. I want to see.
You gotta have a build up. The build up to that. That's
but
important.
it takes time, and I don't want to spend
Do
that
it all
time.
wrong, White.
That's wrong.
It's like when Hugh talks about speeding the YouTube. Well, at least he used to talk about speeding up YouTube videos to 2 times the speed to watch them. Like that's essentially what it is.
That's a little bit different though. You're skipping. He's just speeding it up.
Who needs that? It's boring. Who cares?
I mean, you do you, but I would never do that.
Any other shows, White?
Today I started the show I was actually watching before this was the reason I was late, was the new season of 13 Reasons Why.
Never watched that show.
I binge watched like all the episodes. I'm on episode 9 now, White.
Yeah, I think I'm on 9 or whatever the last one is. One of those 2.
There's 10.
Okay, yeah. I just finished 9. I started on 10. So that, and I watched. What else did I watch? I've been watching a lot less shows.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching full 2-hour long stream replays.
Replays of what?
What?
So you probably know HealthyGamer, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Dr. K and
Yes,
Crew and
the
all that.
therapist.
Yeah. Well, I've been watching a lot of that. I'm pretty sure I spent the other day. I spent like 5 hours, and this is stuff that I like. Most things I'll skip around in. This I won't skip around it. I will watch the entire 2 or 3 hours of everything being talked about, digest all of it. I watched both of the parts of when he talked to the incel. That wasn't really an incel.
Yeah, most of them aren't really incels. They're like fakes.
Well, think about it. A real incel is never gonna actually, probably is never gonna actually admit that they are an incel.
I mean, they'll at least come on. I mean, I feel like a lot of incels take pride that they're also an incel too.
Maybe. But I watched both parts of what the talk he had with one of them, which is really interesting. I watched part of the episode with Dyrus. Part of the Dyrus. I watched the full one of Pokimane. I watched, what else did I watch? I've been watching a lot of that.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Like especially the stuff he did with his wife too.
I watched a ton of that.
Just funny banter from both of them, and like even like seeing them like how they handle arguments with each other. Because like they did that on the stream. It's like, oh, that's how they did it or handled it, and just like that's over. Everything's fine. Water under the bridge.
Yep. Of his that I watch. That's most of it. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I need to watch more of his stuff. Like I've been meaning to watch like some of his like career and life advice or the relationship advice, because I didn't watch it fully, and like those are the longer ones, so like they're 4 hours a pop.
Yeah, some of those I will just kind of skip around in, and I'll use the timestamps and be like, "Ooh, this looks good. I want to see this." I mean, I originally found him because of him talking with Reckful like months and months ago.
Yes.
Which was kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
So good. Oh, I need to go back and watch the video he did with Sky.
I need to watch that one.
There's XQC, but he did one with Sky Williams like 5 or 6 months ago. For those who don't know, basically Dr. K is a psychiatrist or whatever.
Yeah.
And HealthyGamer, which is the company he and his wife and I think a few others started. The whole point of it is to like reach out and talk to people like streamers or people in the gaming community and try to, because he believes that a lot of the mental health problems that are plaguing gamers aren't gamer specific issues. They are just general issues, but he wants to talk specifically to gamers because there's a lot of psychiatrists and stuff can't relate to this whole class of people. So he's been a gamer for a long freaking time.
Yeah.
So he's like, I guess, bridging that gap. And
Yeah,
a lot of what he does is he talks to big streamers, like people like Pokimane, Wreckful. He talked to Lily Pichu. He talked to XQC the other day, and he's talking to a lot of these guys. And it's all on Twitch. Like you can watch it all live. He puts up the replays, and you can go back and watch it. He'll ask Twitch chat stuff as well. Like my favorite part is when he goes to Twitch chat and he's like, Twitch chat, do you guys see this? Do you guys see what's happening? And he has them like guess like what he's about to say. Because a lot of times the person he's interviewing can't even like, obviously you are yourself and like you can't, it's very hard to look outside your body and look at your own problems. So there's a lot of denial that goes on about certain problems that people have. And so Twitch chat can see it, but the person actually like talking to Dr. K can't see it. This is very, very interesting to me. Very, very interesting. Good content and just like hopefully good for the person as well. So I've watched a lot of that this past week.
What about you, Skunk? What are you watching or have been watching?
I guess the only show I've been watching is Space Force at the moment.
Oh gosh.
What do you mean, oh gosh?
That. Is that any good?
All right. It's not perfect, but it's not like horrible. Some people were saying.
Like, okay, if you're going into it thinking it's going to be Office level, it's not. I don't think it's like Office level of TV show.
Oh, so I might actually like it. Okay.
Well, I don't know. You might not like it if you're talking about how you just skip through stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah. There's a lot of probably skippable moments in that show. I mean, overall, it's pretty good. It's got its moments, but it hasn't got a lot of moments, I would say.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of stuff's hit or miss kind of deal.
Yeah, because I was like falling asleep to the one show last night, or the one episode last night. I think it was episode.
What happened in it?
I can't even remember. I can't even tell you what happened in it. That's the problem. Like there isn't a lot to take from it.
Yeah,
it's just like a show. Like nothing really happens. It's just like it doesn't really progress forward, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you kind of don't know what they're like fully shooting for at some points. You're like, are you trying to do this with the show? Okay, that was kind of funny. That wasn't really funny. If anything, I wanted to skip that.
Yeah. But it's all right.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably like a 6 out of 10 or 7 out of 10. Like, probably like a 6, I would say.
Right. I'd give it like a 6. 5.5, maybe a 6.
Like, I think
it's on the edge.
There's just too much they had to live up to with the actors they had to. Or that's true. Like it didn't fully work with what the actors they had, I guess.
Yeah. Like they had an idea for it and it just kind of it almost worked. Almost. I think that's the only thing I've been watching, to be honest. I haven't had time to watch much else. And just random YouTube videos, as I always mention. So that's my thing. Yeah, I might give that Dr. Case a watch, that you mentioned it.
He's definitely worthwhile. Like I would recommend if you can put on headphones while you're working, give him a listen.
Yeah.
But I don't know,
really cool.
Sometimes you might have to listen more than like a podcast, or you might not be able to clearly tell where he's going with some stuff.
Right, to understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
I would recommend I mean, you can pick a random streamer if you want. Or he's like, "Ooh, he talked with this streamer. Look at this one." My favorite content from him is stuff that's not like it's not talking to a big streamer. Like the one where I said I watched the 2 parts about the incel that he talked to. It's probably the best, I guess, interview of his I've seen. Because like when you go from part 1 to part 2, part 1 the guy is almost you're frustrated at him, and by the end of the second part you're like in tears. Like it's just hearing his story, hearing some things that have happened to him and the reason he is this way. He's just like, oh my gosh, holy crap. Like
yeah.
So
Insight,
I really enjoyed that. And then like he has random tips, like this the stuff with his wife is fantastic. His clips channel that he has now as well, where he like is Dr. K out of context.
Yeah.
Where he just takes random clips and stuff from some of his streams and puts it on that channel and stuff is pretty dang good. So there's a lot of good stuff there.
Yeah, you got a lot of options, Skunk.
Well, I'll give it a watch probably.
Okay. I think you'll like it though. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Not much you can hate about it. Besides, like I know some people
know about it until now.
Don't like that he uses his those different ways of healing the mind, or however you want to call it. Yeah.
And I think it's called, is it called AoE heal? No.
Well, he calls it AoE healing.
AoE healing.
But like what it specifically is, people like, you know, because it's like meditation stuff and like all that spiritual stuff, and some people are like, you know, that's make believe and fake or whatever. That's stupid.
I'll be right back. There's a spider on my wall.
Just stare at it, White.
How big is the spider? One time, I can tell a story while he's doing that. So the one time, me and my sister were on this raft. We were camping. We're on this raft coming down the creek. It was one of them blow up rafts. And what happened is we were coming under this log. And we were like underneath this log right here. I could see these 2 ginormous spiders. They were like this big. They're called wood spiders. This big. And I was looking up. She didn't see him yet because she was on the other side of the tree trunk that was like hanging over the creek.
Yeah.
And I brought the boat over a little further. And I said, "Look above you." And there's these 2 big giant spiders right above her. I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Nice one.
Yeah, I like the torture. Anyway,
okay.
You even show us the size of the spider, White.
No, it's tiny. No, I threw it away.
Eat it?
No, there's nothing meat there to eat anyways. Just small.
I mean, it adds up in Space Force. He goes to town on some ants.
Oh yeah.
Okay, ants are bad. Ants are just...
Yeah, he's over here dipping his finger on the ant. Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh, I was watching these 2. Can I say? I don't know if I can say that. Okay.
You can type it if you want.
Okay. There are these 2 Asian women. Okay. And they were
okay.
Listen, there were these 2 Asian women on YouTube. I was watching this. I don't know how the heck I was watching this, but I'll tell you something. It was crazy. So these 2 Asian women, and they got a big basket of these tarantulas. They must have like went out and caught them or something. And they like threw them into this pan and mixed them in this batter and whatnot.
No.
And then they were like cooking them and doing this. Actually, no. What did they do? Oh yeah, they were throwing them. First of all, they were throwing them to knock them out. So they're like throwing them down into like the table or whatever just to knock them out. And then they put them in this batter, like this floury batter, battered them up, and then they just start eating them. One, like the first one, she goes right for the juice butt, like the real like.
How big are these things now?
Like tarantulas. We're talking this big, like hairy. They got hair on them. They're black. 8 legs. Oh my god! And then they start ripping the legs off. Each one, they start like
Like a
chowing on
crab.
like a chicken leg. Yeah, like gummy worms, you know. Oh my god! It was. I don't know how I watched the whole video. I watched the whole video.
I mean, to be fair, on Reddit, some people have been saying YouTube recommended's been broken, but evidently it's been working for you.
What is that? What it? I mean, I loved it. I thought it was great content. I thought it was very fascinating how they ate, like, were able to eat them spiders. I really did, and I want to know where they got all them spiders because they were like a tribal thing. So they must like eat them like every day. Like that must be like their delicacy. Giant black tarantulas.
That's disgusting. Like,
Man,
it's legitimately disgusting.
we
It
see
was
what
very
you're
interesting.
watching, Skunk. We see what you're watching.
Well, there was another video.
Oh
There was this
no.
one other video again. Another Asian lady. She was chasing this.
Seeing a trend here, and you're
What was it?
recommending.
Oh, this. She was like chasing this shark around the floor. Like she let this shark loose on the floor, and it's like flopping around.
How big of a
And
shark
then-
we talking about?
What?
Like a baby shark, like this big, like this. Not like a big shark, but like this big, and like to where she can handle a little bit.
Has to be China.
And then she what did she do next? Oh yeah, it was flopping around and she's like screaming, ah, ah, ah. And she let it loose in the first place. So what the heck is she doing? And then she gets like this butcher knife and just chops it off. Not on camera. It like
Oh, that's a bit
fades. And
disappointing.
then it like cuts to black. And then you just see like the shark laid out in like this beautiful like platter. And it's like, holy mother. Yeah, but that was another one of the recommended.
So
videos.
all I'm hearing is Skunk likes to watch old Asian ladies.
They're not
And-
old.
Okay, Asian ladies doing stuff. And B, he likes
Don't say
weird
doing stuff.
animals, delicacies or something being tortured or chopped up or whatever, pulled apart.
I never said I liked it.
You just
I
said
just
you
said-
liked it. What do you mean? You enjoyed it.
I'm just saying that I've discovered it.
Yes, and you
That's what I'm
enjoyed
saying.
it.
Well,
Yes, you enjoyed it.
not.
You discovered a fire inside you now. That
The
burning
fact
passion.
I just find it fascinating, these videos that are on YouTube.
So you
That
enjoyed
means
it.
you like it.
But I watch a lot. Like I watch like a lot of videos. I watch like lawnmower restoration videos. I watch
Restoration?
like restoration video. Yeah, restoration.
Restoration?
What do you mean? Restoring. What? What?
Is that even a word?
Yeah,
Restoration.
yeah.
Restoration's not a word.
What do you mean? Restoration.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Restoration.
what-
There is an A in there. Skunk, there's an A in
There's
there.
whatever.
Restoration.
You knew what I meant. All right.
What-
Anyway,
Skunk, say it with me.
here,
Restoration.
coffee
Restoration.
station. Restoration. I think my version sounds better, but that's just me.
It's like
Nah, yours sounds worse actually. Like
Restoration.
it's like caramel and caramel.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Well, Skunk, when you say that word, it reminds me of a different word that does not have any good connotation attached to it. So
trying
something
to
to
think of
do
this
with
word
getting
now.
rid of babies. Because I just hear the extortion.
Oh, but that's the opposite, though. That's the opposite.
Well, that's all it
We're-
reminds me of when I hear you say it.
We're restoring things, okay? We're not getting rid of things. Anyway.
In other news, I've been
In other
watching
news.
Space. Well, I binge watched all of Space Force yesterday because I thought the new season of 13 Reasons Why would be out yesterday, but then I was like, oh, it's not out today. What do I watch? Then I was like, oh, Space Force. So I did that, and then today's been 13 Reasons Why.
Mhm.
One episode actually kind of triggered me I don't know, White, if you had the same
When-
feeling.
So it was a.
It's when they were doing the whole school shooter drill.
Okay.
That actually, like, for some reason started making me, like, feel anxious. Or, like, a bit sweatier, I guess, or warm, I don't know how to describe it.
I could see that.
Nervous.
I don't think it was nervous, but, like, it did trigger me in some aspect somehow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've definitely been enjoying that, though. Been taking it through different turns I wasn't expecting. I mean, the show definitely lasted a lot longer than I was imagining. 4 seasons of it.
Yeah.
Are we
A
supposed to be getting a new Stranger Things this year?
Hell if I know.
Because it's supposed to be the final season. And I thought we would be getting it this year, but maybe we aren't because we haven't gotten a trailer. Unless they're like saving it for like the end, like the post later this month and then release it in July.
I don't know. Good question.
Because typically they release one like every year, and last year was July 4th when they released it, I think, or something like that. Because the poster had fireworks in it.
Yeah, was that the one where they were gonna release on Halloween but then pushed it back to July 4th? Or they released one on Halloween as well?
I think they might have did a Halloween one. I'm not
They have
sure.
3 seasons of Stranger Things already?
Hmm?
How many seasons of Stranger Things have there been already?
3. The 4th one's the final one.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like this show just came out.
Well, I mean, it just came out in 2016. So 4 seasons,
Well.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It's fine by me.
I mean,
Or
it went a lot longer than I was expecting to. Like, I was expecting like 2 seasons and calling it there, but no, then they were like, oh yeah, by the way, we're gonna have 4 seasons. So it's like, oh, so now you kind of spoiled what's gonna happen if I know there's 4 seasons.
yeah. Yeah, season 1 was released July of 2016. Season 2 released end of October 2017. Season 3 released July 4th, 2019. So I think the next one might be like could be Christmas. It could be another summer one.
Yeah, they could be, but I figured they would have had it done for the summer, but I guess not. Maybe
they may not release the trailer until like much later, like August or September, or they might be waiting. Well, it doesn't really matter for Netflix what is happening in the world, because it's all released online. So
yeah.
I guess maybe with their production, it might be hindering it. It's possible.
Yeah, I know the one show I watched, they had to postpone everything. Like the one special's not coming out till I don't even know. They don't even know now.
Yeah, that
Which
angered me
sucks.
too. The Walking Dead did that with their season finale. Like, how are you not going to have the season finale done when you're releasing all the other episodes?
Yeah.
Do they record it week by week, or
No, they recorded it ages ago, but I think they didn't have the editing done for the finale. So I don't know.
Man.
I don't know. That definitely made me mad because like supposedly we're not going to get it until like October or November this year, I think. And it's just
No.
like the finale was supposed to happen in like March, I think, or April, and it's like
all they have left is the finale.
yeah, it's like
Wow.
And you're waiting that long for a finale?
well, I think they're working it out to where it's supposed to come out with like the new season or something or like a special. But I mean, to me, it's like
Not as
that still
cool
sucks.
then.
Yeah.
It's not as cool.
Mm.
Because then like you immediately know what happens like within the new season then. Right?
I don't know anymore. I mean, you already kind of do with The Walking Dead because it's just like there's going to be a new season, there's going to be another one. Like you already know that because that's AMC's money.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they said they have no intentions of ending it anytime soon.
Well, that's cool.
Like
Game of
they're
Thrones.
making movies, they're milking it.
Cash cow.
Okay, well, begin ending everything off. We're gonna do 2 trivia questions, and then we're gonna call it. Okay? Do
How
you
long
want the
does
mic?
it go? Like 2 hours now?
Yes, 2 hours right now.
Wow.
Okay. Do you want AfterLife or Minecraft?
Afterlife.
Minecraft.
Okay. Well, White spoke first, so we're getting AfterLife. How many
Wow.
backups of the season 3 world does Jay have? We have A, 79, B, 100, C, 110, D, 134, E, 156.
134.
Same again, please.
A, 79, B, 100, C, 110, D, 134, E, 156.
I'm gonna say 110.
WhiteFyr is correct.
What the?
I have
How?
110 backups. Technically, I would have had more, but I couldn't figure out how to uncompress certain files because when I was on the cruise, I was technically doing backups, but I was compressing them a different way through my phone instead. And I never could figure out how to uncompress it, so I deleted those files during my cruise. So, yeah, there would have been a tiny bit more, but no. 110.
That makes sense given the what you, I think you said the final file size so far has been. I based the file size, or I think it was like how much the downloads take up or something on your hard drive.
128.
Yeah, 128. So like I was just thinking about what would make sense and
Mm-hmm.
make sense for 134. So
Yeah.
just math, skunk, just math.
What are you talking about? Ain't no
Yeah,
math.
just do
You
math.
guess. You pull that out of your ass, bro. I don't want to hear it.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't think 130. Well, I mean,
it could have been possible if I just took a backup each day at the start of the season.
Yeah, that's true.
It could have been.
Yep, could have been, Skunk. It's okay.
Next question. We need a better question here.
Okay. Which country recreated its entire nation in Minecraft? We have A, South Korea, B, Norway, C, Scotland, D, New Zealand, E, Denmark.
I'm gonna say South Korea.
I think it's Scotland.
You guys are both wrong.
Okay.
Now,
It's
what's the new answer?
Denmark.
It is Denmark.
No,
They were the ones to do it.
That's such a Denmark thing to do. Like,
Well, that's where isn't that like where Lego's from and like all like
was Lego Denmark? Yeah, I think Lego was. You know, I did a school project on this, so I should know
Really?
this.
I'm pretty sure like they're all from like there was like they're all next to each other.
Yeah, Lego's Denmark. Billund, Denmark. That's right. Yeah, I did a project on this in 7th grade. I did the history of Lego.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun one.
Well, it was like a new project that they had started to help with like applications for another thing in high school. So like, here, do this research project.
Oh.
Pick a topic and research it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so pick Lego.
Okay. Well, that is it for today. Unless you guys have something else you want to add.
No.
Nothing? I mean, I'm surprised you're not like, questioning when are we going to end, Skunk, so you could use the bathroom or whatever.
Well, I don't have what do you mean? I never do that. What are you talking about?
I mean, typically you're like, gosh, how long are we going for or whatever,
No, I'm good. I could go for another hour if you want.
No, you're not. You wouldn't be able to. You'd probably be complaining like 20 minutes. You're going to be like,
No,
I have to use the bathroom.
Yeah,
I don't have to use the bathroom. I don't have to, I'm good. I'm really good.
Mm-hmm.
Casual over here.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I guess we could end it off with some ASMR.
Okay.
You know what? On second thought, I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay, come here, Skunk. Come on, you gotta talk into the mic with us.
Second
Yes,
thought,
how's it going? Stay with us.
Blondskunk, please talk into the mic.
I gotta
Well, no, you better sit back down. Sit back down right now. Oh, yeah, sit back down.
now.
Oh, he's
Bullshit.
actually leaving. Where's he
Uh,
going? He's actually leaving. What is he doing?
He's actually leaving.
I don't know. Did he actually open the door or is he just standing over there? I feel like he's just standing over there.
Skunk, get your fat booty over here.
He actually left us. Oh. Are we
Feels
supposed to
bad,
end it
man.
without him?
I guess we're supposed to end the podcast without him.
Okay. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to episode 24 of AfterLife Podcast featuring WhiteFyr and Blondskunk. Links in the description down below and also in the pinned comment on YouTube. And don't forget to check out all the AfterLife SMP members at stringerlinks.com/AfterLife SMP and join the Discord at tiny.cc/AL Discord. That is it for the AfterLife SMP podcast. Bye-bye. Poop.
Bye.
Man, he actually left us. He actually left.
Yeah.